Nicki Minaj is being sued by a former employee that accuses her of assaulting them during the Pink Friday 2 tour. She's now responding, and now TMZ is also reporting that the police have issued a warrant request. So according to Variety, Nicki Minaj has been sued for assault, battery, and, quote, intentional infliction of emotional distress by a man who alleges that the Grammy-nominated rapper struck him in the face during a confrontation. According to the complaint from Brandon Garrett, Garrett was on his way back from an errand Minaj requested when he received a text message from her head of security, Larry Dathan, also known as BZ. Dathan allegedly told Garrett that Minaj wanted to see him in her dressing room. When he arrived, Garrett says that 8 members of Minaj's staff were present, including Dathan, another employee named Luke Montgomery, and her former manager, Deb Antony. Garrett states that Minaj began to complain about the staff not knowing what they were supposed to do and who reports to who when she turned her attention to Montgomery, asking what his position was. Garrett explained that he had Montgomery pick up prescriptions because he was occupied with tour responsibility, including assisting Minaj with quick changes during performances. According to Garrett, he claims that Nicki Minaj then became, quote, visibly upset and, quote, angrily screamed at him. He says that Minaj said things like, "Are you effing crazy having him pick up my prescription?" And, "If my husband was here, he would knock out your effing teeth." She allegedly continued with threats saying, "You just effed up your whole life and you will never be anyone. I'll make sure of it." So the situation escalated, and he claims at this point, Minaj open-handedly struck Garrett on the right side of his face, causing his head to swing backwards as his hat flew off his head, per the complaint. Garrett claims that he did reach out to the Detroit Police Department at the time, but they told him he had to come in person to file a report. He later did file a report with the Detroit Police Department. This is what Nicki Minaj's attorney is saying. They says, "At this time, no complaint has been served upon Mrs. Petty, and therefore we are unaware of the specific allegations. However, if the lawsuit is as reported by TMZ, it is completely false and frivolous. We are confident that the matter brought by this ex-assistant will be resolved swiftly in Mrs. Petty's favor." Well, now TMZ is reporting that Nicki Minaj could face criminal charges for the incident alleged in her former manager's recent lawsuit. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ the Detroit Police Department have sent a warrant request to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office that is being reviewed to determine whether criminal charges will be issued. According to TMZ, it will fall on the prosecutor to decide if they will file charges. We're going to continue to follow this story, so make sure that you're following us.